YouTube, what's going on? We're back with Gallop Racer 2000. Yeah. No, 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 Thompson. I'm not challenging you in any race for a long time. What don't they understand? I'm not doing your stupid jockey challenges. Like, I have no reason to do those. I don't want to lose my horses because we hit our main goal and then it's just a bad race, right? We've all had that happen. And then instead of hitting just one goal, you fail one goal and only hit one. So you're 1 for 2 in your goals. It's considered a loss to the game, and you could possibly lose your horse. I have nothing to gain. I know there's maybe some unlockables. I don't care to get them right now. If I really get bored and I want to do jockey challenges more to spice things up, I will. But I just feel like it defeats the purpose. We don't need to make things more complicated than what they need to be. Rapid Blade, 2-year-old filly, third favorite here in this open, going a mile, and she's some. Who does she get bears from? Does Long Live Bolero have bears? He's not connected. There's no Vivid Legend in this pedigree. You see, this is what I mean. This is one of the horses that gets bears, and I don't think anybody in this entire pedigree has it. I'm just like, where are they inheriting these abilities from? Like, nobody in their family has it. I know it's RNG, but it's just like, it shouldn't be happening to this extent. I'm just getting horses with bears with no reason attached to it. No pedigree, no father, no grandmother. Just, your horse is born with bears. Well, this is my project horse from Rolando Bolero out of Butterfly Effect. Still don't really know what she's capable of, but at least we know she is a front runner. I think my last race, I didn't do well with her. Still didn't know her leg type. So get to the front and see how she handles it. Okay, she gets a good start, as most front runners do. And we'll send her straight to the front if we can. Alright, she's clear. So let's see what our girl can do. Third favorite here, so should be able to win this. She needs to start winning now. She's got Butterfly Effect as her mother. She should still be good. I mean, Long Live Bolero wasn't great. Of course, he's connected and related to the great Bolero. I think he's a grandson. So, you know, I'm trying to take advantage of that Bolero pedigree and then obviously combine it with Butterfly Effect's family, who has Western Tiger in there, don't forget. So she's technically the granddaughter of Western Tiger. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like, she should still be strong. Her stats don't look great now. Her stamina's pretty low. Been able to kind of use the rail. We'll see how she responds. Last corner leader, we need it. Okay. Let's see how long she can hang in there. Well, she's still hanging in there. Still a ways to go. Field is closing. Gotta see what she's made of, man. So she doesn't like the head-to-heads. Okay. You still need to finish third, my girl. Come on, keep fighting, keep fighting. Alright, so she's still gonna finish third. Fair enough. Yeah, she's an interesting one. Like, she should be good, but I don't know what it is. It's hard to describe. Like I feel like there's kind of like a secret key to gaining her potential. As long as it's there. If it's not there, then nothing's going to happen with her, really, unfortunately, because of her father, Long Live Bolero. But again, I think with the two families of Western Tiger, Butterfly Effect, Great Bolero has Scabbard in there, and Bionic, I can't remember, I think Bionic Club? You know what I mean? So, like, she comes from a pretty decent pedigree of horses. Maybe not the most recent ones on her father's side, but for the most part, I mean, she comes from a decent pedigree, so I'm hoping she's still competitive enough to obviously win a couple titles, but still feels like it's too early to tell. Granted, I forgot, she has a late growth type, duh. Bolero doesn't peak until 5 or 6. Duh. Okay, never mind. So, yeah, as long as she can be competitive now, and as she grows, then, yeah, I think we should really see her true potential later on, so I'm not going to get discouraged. We're moving on to a grade 2 with Miss Vaporwave. We're doing the Moon Trapper thing with her. She doesn't have any ability except for Southpaw. She's from Moonbee out of Awesome Autumn. Like, she's alright. I mean, that temper rating's not good. She has flexibility with the dirt. Her stamina's not great. It's about the only thing. I mean, she's there, you know, she's there. Again, like Vivid Eyes, I don't know if I'll be using this one for breeding either. We got to make sure we keep the quality of our broodmare strong and strong, you know, from this point out. If I put a horse back there that's not strong, it's just to see what its stats are, and then I probably won't even use it. But we have some good broodmares back there now, so if I'm replacing someone, it has to be like worth the replacement. Otherwise, I'll keep them as long as I can. But we have Frugal Lark, Little Vixen that are getting up there in age. They'll be retiring soon. And obviously we'll want to get foals from both of them, right? So that'll be worthwhile. September Sky, she's still racing, you know? So, I mean, we do have a couple good broodmares on the way for us, so... yeah, I think we'll be fine. I mean, we'll be fine, like, if we don't retire, like, Miss Vaporwave for breeding and Vivid Eyes. You know what I mean? We'll still race with them and just see what we can do, ultimately. Yes, sir. Revolution. Game over. Vaporwave, she's still a really solid horse. Like, we don't finish outside of the money with her too often, you know, like she's always at least in the top 5, so she's one of those, she is like a Moontrapper type of horse. She could end up being a good broodmare, even though her stats don't look like it, you know, she could be that type of horse. That's why, like, I still have to keep racing with these horses, because I'm like, hey, you never know, the way, you know, things kind of move in this game, and we have to move horses out of the barn and bring in new ones and replace and whatever, or they just get too old. Like, sometimes, you know, it works out where you do have the space to retire a horse like this, just to kind of maybe do like a project, a test. I still think it's important to at least keep one slot. I'm not saying have your slots be, you know, project horses, if that's not what you want to do. Now, if you are doing that, I, of course, you know, support it either way. But I'm saying, like, if you want to focus mainly on just strong pedigrees and not too much, like, kind of guessing and seeing with maybe certain horses, at least keep one spot open, right? That way you can always do one kind of creation, one project a year to see if the horse will turn out good or not so good. You could hit gold or not hit much, you know. I think it's worth a shot. Well, moving on to the King Cup Autumn with the King, Valet King. I'll try to get that together at some point. He's up here in the King Cup Autumn going for a mid-champ title, I'm assuming. He's on a roll. Like, we've won like 7 grade 1s with him in a row. So, like, the fact that he's still only S-ranked is really a crime. We have Prior Affair, Second Death in here, Tender Club. So, I mean, it's not a bad field. I mean, we could certainly find ourselves in a bad spot if we're not paying attention, but should be able to win this. He's really strong, man. His stats are nothing crazy, but, like, his pedigree is really kicking in, and that's kind of the benefit of developing strong pedigrees of horses. It does benefit you down the line with a horse like this, even if their stats don't always represent it. It's just like, it seems to be those attributes from the other horses, obviously, do help in certain areas. I'm sure there's some coding to that. You know, like, depending on what the grandmother or the great-great-grandmother did or grandfather did, you know, maybe they get like a +2 or plus 1.2 percentage points and overall stats, you know, like boosts. That's why breeding is important. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in the game at all if there weren't any beneficial metrics that were already included every time we create a new horse, you know. It's like the game is adding new horses with, you know, better numbers in different ways. So pedigrees to me are really important. Now, he obviously has bears because Vivid Legends is his father. But yeah, Chasing Hearts has actually been doing really well for us as a broodmare. Now I'm realizing some of her foals that are now obviously racing on track are doing pretty well. So finally at a point where we're just getting good horses for the most part. You know, like Nomar is like struggling. Still waiting for that super horse for the Dream Cup, which, I mean, it should be back this year, shouldn't it? I feel like it's been, I mean, gosh, forget how long it takes us to progress in this game because we have so many horses. So I wonder if it's been 4 years. It feels like it's been 4 years, man. It should be this year or next year at the latest. I hope it's this year, though, kind of, because we have some new horses in there we can try. Like, the last time we tried to compete in the Dream Cup, the Dream Series, whatever, like, we really didn't have the quality of horses we needed to be competitive. Now we've retired quite a few that I think could fare a lot better in those races. I mean, Butterfly Effect, she finished 5th, I think, in her race last year, so still might be hard, but I could get lucky and win with her, which would be nice. But like I said, we have some good horses, you know, Cleopatra, Galaxy Star, like, we'll be able to use them now, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, like, I think we're ready to at least give it a real shot. So those horses did really well for us, so we'll see. Kind of running a mid to fast pace here. Don't know how I feel about it. I don't want Valley King dropped too far back, but gosh, who is that at the front? Is that Prior Affair? Of course, Prior Affair always wants to lead by like 8 lanes. It's just like, bro, slow down. I swear, every race I run with him, he's always this far ahead of the rest of the field. It's so obnoxious. Like, you can relax, man. Like, oh my gosh. Some of us still may catch you at the end. Let's go. Come on, Mr. King. Look at Prior Affair. That horse is still in the lead, man. It's so annoying. Look, this race is just us and Prior Affair to the inside. That's all it is. Come on, Valley, close. Him giving that like 8-length buffer really helped him. And we're gonna win with Bears. You're kidding me. What? How did that even happen? I've never won on a race. I've never won on a horse in a race with Bears happening like that. Like, it actually seemed to push him over the line. That's the first time Bears has like actually helped us win a race and win a grade 1. That's insane. Imagine that. Bears helps us get that extra kind of like Mario Kart type of boost to get past a tiring Prior Affair who finished in 3rd. Yeah. That horse is so obnoxious. He's so good, of course. I love Prior Affair, but it's just like, it's always in the lead by like half, you know, almost double digits, it seems, in certain races. And the thing is, he's such a good horse. He stays in front with you till pretty much the end. That's why it's so annoying. Like, you just always have such a long way to go to catch him. And then even when you do, he's still going to be right there, man. Second death, same type of thing, closed in, but wild. Like, that's, you know what I mean? But I think the pedigree plays a big role in a horse being able to do that, even if their stats don't completely represent it. Just can't believe it. He hits Bears and he goes wild, and it sends him to the lead, literally. If that didn't happen, we weren't going to win that race. We were still going to be like a neck behind, probably at the line. Prior Fair was tiring really quick, though. I mean, we hit our ceiling too, but I think, you know, we lasted long enough. And then Bears just sent the horse wild. Like, that would be like, that photo finish picture would be crazy. Valley King with his head just like, ugh. It'd be like, yikes. I don't really want to work my dude like that hard. But again, with Prior Affair setting such a pace like that, you have no choice. Like, you're going to have to go catch him. You know, if you don't, he's going to run away with it and get the win. So Valley King really had to chase him down, man. Because you saw, like, the rest of the field was cleared. It was just us and Prior Affair. We're really Prior Affair and then us chasing him 3 lanes off, and the rest of the field 5 lanes behind. Like, it was just a 2-horse race once you hit the stretch. So Valley King really had to work for that one, man. What a win. We're moving on to the Soccer Sprint, though, with My Bomb. 6 furlongs of the dirt in Tokyo. We are the favorite. This guy's still fast, so it should be a pretty easy one. Yeah, that's never happened, man. Bears has never won us a race like that. It's never happened. It's always, if it's happened, you know, it's hit, and then, you know, the horse slows down, like, tremendously. Like, the fact that there was, like, what seemed to have been a boost, but like I said, I think Prior Fair had really hit his ceiling, too. Like, he hit his wall on his stamina. And then somehow, of course, when horses go wild, they just kind of run off, right? They're kind of not happy, so they just, yeah, they kind of go off in a rage, and they kind of get, like, a temporary power boost, it seems, right? And then, yeah, pushes us ahead to win that race. That's insane, man. Valley King just continues to find ways. I mean, that's not the first time a race like that has happened, where, like, we just kind of got up there. That's how Vivid Legend won races, man. That's what I liked about racing on Vivid Legend. Even though he had bears, like, he really knows how to close and get up on the line, you know? You just got to get him in the right spot, and, you know, he'll work with you. So, Valley King continues his undefeated streak. I need some space here. Let's go. And we should be gone, because this dude is a true dirt horse. Didn't do well, didn't do bad on the turf last time out, finished third in that 7 furlong race, but this is where he's supposed to be. Yeah, that's going to be an easy win for my bomb. 9 is closing, but we are fine still at the end anyways. Yeah, guys, solid dirt horse, of course. He does what he needs to do. He wins the Osaka Sprint. That's what he does, man. It's good stuff. Good winning, good winning. No real bad races. Crazy Hunter, other dirt horse up in the Osaka Classic. We're technically probably running in the same day, in the same meet. Obviously we are, now that I think about it. So now we're running the 10 furlong race, and Crazy Hunter is up. And Crazy Hunter is fun, man. She's a fun gal for sure. Pretty decent stats. Wish her power rating was better, but I think everything else kind of makes up for it. So, yeah, we'll probably still be able to be competitive with her for another year if we want. She's another good horse we'll be able to retire, so... You know, we'll still have some good horses to move in.
It's a beautiful night for racing.
But we still may have to wait a bit because we have to see how some of these more recent foals, these newer broodmares, we have to see how they pan out. A lot of them still haven't hit the track yet. And then some of them are in this batch of 2-year-olds that we have. But there's still a lot of those newer project horses that we've kind of put together based off of stronger parents. A lot of them are still little, so still may have to kind of hang with this group of horses for a while unless I see an opening where we can move somebody into the barn sooner. I mean, it's fine with me. Like, some of the horses that I think have already accomplished enough, like, I'll just start racing them less, obviously, so we're not just spamming them constantly. Like, once they've kind of hit that wall where they're just doing maybe grade 2s and grade 3s, kind of dropping out of the competitive grade 1 scene, you just start racing them less, just to keep them active. Until you decide whether you want to retire them or not. That's obviously kind of the best thing to do. We are supposed to be leading, but I'm not really trying to chase Happy Time up there. You don't really have a chance today. Thank goodness, though, here with Crazy Hunter, she's still okay running as a procedure. Like, she would prefer to be in the lead, but like, she's not going to be upset if she's not actually chasing. I mean, if she's not leading the entire pack, so that's good. I mean, she's flexible. She just wants to be at the front. That's all she's saying. Even if she's not leading, she wants to be with the head of the herd, so to speak. That's a courageous girl, you know? She just wants to be in front. If she's leading the pack, she's leading the herd of whomever. And then if she's not leading it, well, she'll be up there with whoever is leading. Now, that's a true, like, commander-in-arms type of horse, man. She wants to take that control. I like it. Oh my gosh. Yo, I wasn't really trying to send her like this. I didn't expect her to run away. Crazy Hunter is actually crazy. That's 10 furlongs, man. She blew that away. She hasn't won like that big in a while. That's really wild. Wow. Yeah, like I said, she likes to be the center of whatever is happening on the field. That's for sure. Crazy Hunter with a big time win in the Osaka Classic. Both dirt horses doing good things there. 10 lanes absolutely destroys the field, man. You just wipe them out. That's so fitting, actually. Usually their comments are just so randomly like placed and don't even make sense with the race sometimes. You're like, that's well placed. Oh man. Yeah. Crazy Hunter makes that easy, man. She's really, really good on the dirt. Definitely excited to use her for breeding. Imagine her and America's Dream. They're not related at all. We could breed those two. The Son of Secretariat and Crazy Hunter as well. Like, we could create a monster dirt line right there. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. Franck, my man, bro. Remember our relationship kind of fell off. Now this dude is like my best friend again, of course. Gosh, just giving us more horses as if we already don't have a lot. Who would you give me? Oh, not here yet. Okay. I always forget, like it doesn't happen immediately after that message pops up. This guy is still winning. We're on a winning streak, and they're still not giving him double S rating. That's so stupid. He doesn't even have a title yet. What is it? Like, he should be close to a mid champ by now, or a long champ. Like, what is going on? We're winning every race with him, but like still not getting a title at this point. It just feels like we should have one by now, but not even any more grade ones at the end of the year. I mean, he's not a dirt horse. The Tokyo Cup would be a waste of time, so he'll be 6 next year. He'll still be strong. It's just like there's nothing to put him in grade 1 wise. So this is a prime example of a time where I'm not going to race a horse for a while because there's really nothing like suitable for me to put him in. Just going to have him running in grade 2 tune-up. It's a lot of weight. Golly. 17 furlongs? He has the stamina for that. He's 79, right? Yeah, I mean, that should be an easy tune-up to win. 17 is longer than what we usually do, but that's fine. But prime example, right? There's no good races for him, so I'll give him a layoff, which he deserves. And again, late growth type, he's not going to have a major drop-off. We'll still be able to have a strong year with him. And he should get a couple of titles within, you know, the next half year. That's obviously the target goal. So, yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, I still think he's fine. As long as his stamina and speed stay pretty close, like 1 point apart, as they drop together, you know, still having those stats be above 70 for, like I said, at least half a year will be good. Power's still good. He'll be fine. So I'm not really worried. We'll get his titles. Miss Paper Wave. They want her in the Young Mile Cup. How many? She only has 2 grade 1s. 10 wins and 17 starts. I mean, it's not bad, but, you know, it's kind of... I mean, Soy Conquistador is actually still doing pretty well. What have I been racing her in recently? Just grade 2s, grade 2, grade 1s. Yeah, she needs wins. That'd be more important with her right now. So, yeah, we'll kind of turn her into a Moon Trapper type of horse. I mean, she's still fun to work with, so I don't mind doing that. I would rather actually race her a little bit later, but if I can't... You know what? This grade 2 should be nice. Oh, Impulse 130. You see, they want me to put her in grade 1s, but, like, they're just harder for her to win now. You know, I just think she kind of hit her ceiling. Because, I mean, she's already on the decline. Like, she pretty much peaked right at 4. And, like, you know, it's about to be her 5-year-old season, so her stats will start to fall. It'll start to be a little bit more difficult to really, like, win any grade 1. So I'm just going to stick her to grade 2s and grade 3s. Crazy Hunter. And she's still S ranked. Like, will that ever change? Probably not. Does she have a dirt title yet? She should, right? Oh, gosh. I think all these horses have titles and they still don't yet. Like, and they're all, like, right there on the cusp. Well, oh, the Tokyo Cup? Yeah, for sure. My bomb. Probably should give you a layoff as well, because like you're not going to be ready to run until the end of the year, and there's nothing for you. An open that you'll probably not carry a huge handicap in, but again, I'd rather just wait till next year. February stakes. Yeah, it doesn't. He doesn't have a title yet, does he? No, not even close. So yeah, we can still get him a dirt champ title, so that's fine with him. He got really late race the 2-year-olds. Rapid Blade, 62 power. That's actually good because again, this horse is going to take 3 or 4 years to really develop. So that 62 could be a 82. That would be nice. Yeah, I mean, she should be okay. I hope. This is her pedigree as well. For some reason can't go as far back, can't go further back than Great Bolero. Great Bolero came from Scabbard and I think Bionic Club. Like, why can't I go further back than that? Is that really as far as I can go? Thought you could see like all the way from the beginning. Does it just show you the 3 most recent generations? I never really paid attention to that. Yeah, so that's interesting. But regardless, I mean, like I said, I think she has a solid pedigree, so she should be good. Again, she's going to take years. Curious what her speed and stamina are. I would really like to know that, but again, the game likes to play hide and seek with your horse's stats. It's the dumbest thing ever. We could race her in a grade 3, or I could like totally wait till next year because she's developing. So again, one of those horses you don't need to race that often until they need to be in a certain position. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let's go. Hey, how about go away? Hey, how about like go away, please? Thank you. He's so hyper, man. It's like, oh, relax. Alright, Bolero's go. Up in an open. I'm struggling with her. She's 49 stamina is not great. Now, she's still developing as well because she comes from Long Live Bolero, but she's a weird mix out of Irish Fleet. This is a horse I don't think is going to work unless she has a crazy spurt, you know, of just like a boom in her stats all of a sudden. But like these numbers, I mean, power at 69 is okay. I mean, that proves that she'll at least be a high 70, low 80s power horse. So she'll be strong, but again, her stamina is going to be bad. It'll be mid 60s. Like, how did that happen? Mid to low 60s, probably low 60s, if that. Now, I guess Irish Fleet didn't have great stamina, so that kind of suffered. And she wants to run 8 to 13, so she's not even like just a sprinter. Like, she still wants to run with some endurance. Don't even know what her speed is either, so yeah, she's a weird horse, man. I don't know. Like, I haven't lost her at this point, but she's interesting. I don't know how it's gonna go. Again, I don't know if she's gonna turn into a monster at some point, or if she's just gonna be like average at best. It's possible. Irish Fleet seemed to work better with the stronger studs. Like, if I used her with average studs, those horses always seem to come out kind of hit or miss. So it might be, you know, that obviously great. Long Live Bolero. Grandson of Great Bolero wasn't obviously strong enough to give us a great horse. But again, high power is good. It's always good. So maybe there is some strength in here we can use. The first daughter in the Bolero family. So she's kind of a big deal, man. Because they've all been boys. So she's the first girl. And she's upset as usual. I don't even know her leg type still. Which is really annoying. 49 stamina again. And we have to finish 6th? How is that going to happen?
Okay, this is where the race is won.
I should kind of forget. Like, this horse is really not... She's really just kind of tricky and not good right now. So, there's always a chance could lose her. be disappointing, but like I said, I really don't know what her deal is.
And they're in the home stretch.
Like, how are we gonna finish 6th with this stamina? There's no way. She gets discouraged a lot. Does she have a bad heart rating? So she throws a fit to let all the horses past her, and then after they're all passed, then she wants to get focused. Oh wow, we have a handful with this one. Okay. Yeah, she's upset when the horses get close to her, and then once they've passed her, then she wants to be competitive. Like, oh man. Like, she was upset halfway through the race. That's why that turned out that way. And just, again, I don't know her leg type. The game's not telling me. So, yeah, just, I don't know where she wants to be, and she gets upset very easily. We've had horses that we struggled to figure out their leg type for a couple races, but they weren't like giving us a problem. It was just I had to try to figure out how to ride them better, and where they seemed to be more comfortable. But you know, she gets upset a lot about like a lot of little things. So I don't know. She's a handful. Classy and smart. Up in the canopus. She is a heavy favorite, going off at $1. Wonder Whale is here. Now she's like Classy and Smart is heavy favorite. Remember I was talking about Wonder Whale in the last episode. You know, every time he pops up, you know, I just love knowing that he's going to be in the race because he's such a good benchmark to set for yourself. Only thing is, I don't know where Classy and Smart wants to run. Her minimum distance is 10 furlongs. She's at her best now. Golden Boy and Free Fear. I think she's a Proceeder. I can't imagine she'd be a front runner. Still don't know really nothing about her. So, but yeah, she should be strong enough. And again, if she's $1 favorite over Wonder Whale, we don't really get favoritism like that over Wonder Whale often. I mean, she's pretty darn good, man. I mean, that's saying a lot. As drink Frugal Lark here with the record. So that's a lot, man, if she's really that much of a favorite. So we'll see. Hopefully I can get it
The
right.
horses are in the gate. And they're off.
She's a little bit of a temper in there. It could be good though. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna run her as a Proceeder. I'd be shocked if she was like a mid or a closer. I mean, if she was a mid, that'd be okay. But if she's like a closer or something, Classy and Smart, beautiful gal. Beautiful gal. Like the color tack choice decisions are suggested. Played by Abigail. So no 7, but she should be fine right here. I mean, I think it's better to run her here anyways. If 10 furlongs is her minimum distance, she has stamina, which means she can run at the front, she can set a pace. She should be okay. So always a chance she could be a front runner too, but again, I don't want to send her to the front yet until I can confirm that. I'll run her as a Proceeder. If the game gives us a really good grade, not like a perfect one, but like a really good one, then that tells me we're close. So that means she might be a front runner. But if the grade is well off, maybe she is in a weird spot like a mid or a closer.
And they're in the home stretch.
Okay, got a good start on our spurt here. Make sure she's got space. Go by Wonder Whale. Let's go, let's go. Oh man, she's a really good Proceeder, isn't she? That's it. That's it right there. That's the strength of it right there. Yo, this is the big deal, man. Classy and Smart, blowing past the field and Wonder Whale with plenty left in the tank, and she makes it look easy. Wow, so she's that type of horse. Why am I forgetting who she's from? I have to check immediately. Classy and Smart were a huge win. That's how we do it, man. She blew that race away, man. Oh my gosh. Classy and smart. Wow. You've already outdone yourself. We still have Bolero's go. Gosh, what is her speed, man? And what's her leg type? Now I think about it, she might be mid. Yeah, she might be mid. I want to race her again soon so I can try to see if it's worth even trying to salvage or not. Classy and smart, already A ranked. Yeah, 2 wins, man. 2 grade 1s already. She won the Philly Cup, or the Dublin Philly back in August, and she wins the Canopus here. 2 international grade 1s. Game's still not telling me her leg type. That's crazy. So annoying. Oh yeah, Golden Boy and Free Fear. I figured they were going to be good together. I mean, Free Fear is actually really solid for us back there in the Broodmare's barn. I mean, she's amongst the strongest, I think, of the bunch, up there with Cleopatra and Galaxy Star. So, we're in a grade 3 now, 6 furlongs. I'm curious about that for her sprint, but you know what? We'll run her in this type of grade 3. Yep. Keep it simple, because I really do want to figure out the rest of these stats. I didn't even look at the grade. I totally forgot. I forgot to look at the grade. Now I gotta remind myself. So once we get to that race, hopefully I'll remember to actually look at it. Ay. Did I put Bolero Scala in a race? Just to make sure. Yeah. Totally forgot to look at the grade I got there. So, I mean, I don't know what that says. Maybe she's not a procedure, but I mean, she ran pretty well there as a procedure. Like, she blew that field away, and Wonderwell didn't have a chance. So, I feel like that position is really strong for her. I think it would make sense considering her pedigree and how they like to run. They were mostly procedures, so I would assume that that's her leg type. But again, I don't. She could be a front runner as well. I mean, she had plenty of stamina. I may have to try her there. Or with Eastern Knife and an open. I mean, this guy is, he's only 2, and he still has a ways to go, but he's already pretty nice. Stamina and heart both mid to high 70s. Speed and power are going to catch up as well over the next couple of years. So, I mean, but Eastern Knife's a really good horse. Anyways, he's in the elite. Not maybe the top 5, top 10 elite if you don't feel like it, you know, but he's up there with the good horses.
In the gate.
Every time I see the horse name Pale Sirius, I always think about Sirius Black from Harry Potter. Every time. Not even lying. It's like the word of the name Sirius spelled like that. Like, I only see it when it's like Harry Potter related, obviously. I mean, he could run in the middle, but I don't want him to be, like, far back. I don't like that we're boxed in here. I wish they would figure it out and stop running 4 wide. Yeah, like, okay. Just get some uniformity together so I can see what I'm going to do. I would prefer to kind of get to the middle here, but we're kind of boxed in. So actually, no, I'm going to move right now. Oh, good. If we're stuck here for most of the,
They are midway down the back
or at least the next 2 furlongs, that's okay, but I don't want to be stuck. So I'm trying to figure out, actually, you know what, I don't know. I don't know if I should stay in it or not, because there's no space to really go there right now. Like, I probably can't clear that gap. Ugh. We're just gonna have to sit and wait. Just have to sit and wait. I don't like doing that, but sometimes it's what you gotta do. Go. There we go. Alright. Thank goodness this dude listens very well, man. Navigated that nicely. Grit kicks in, and Eastern Knife runs away. Being patient is a good thing to do. It is worth doing. Sometimes you just have to wait until the lane opens up, not try to force it. Good win there for Eastern Knife. We'll roll on. We shall roll on along. Gosh. I'm one of those obnoxious people that try to still get something out of a drink. Even though there's only a little bit left. And then it just makes that obnoxious sound that I even hate myself. So it's like, why do I do it? I don't know. I don't know. Blair's Gallop, second favorite with Royal Weapon. So we're supposed to win this race with her somehow. Don't know her leg type. That doesn't help. I'm going to run her as a mid, though. I can't imagine she's a Proceeder or a front runner. I hope not. Bolero was like mid runner, I think. Fleet, I always forget. So yeah, I'm sincerely hoping that running her more towards the back will be better. If we get a win, that'll help us hopefully learn her leg type. And as long as I know her leg type, then I can actually try to run her efficiently. But it's hard when you don't actually have any idea where the horse wants to be on track. Again, she doesn't have good stamina, so I can't imagine that she has a front runner or Proceeder leg type. I'm pretty sure she should be mid or closer. But yeah, I'm definitely just going to keep her here. I don't want her anywhere near the front. I mean, she has 49 stamina anyway, so it's like she has to save ground.
Hey, what are you doing?
This is what I mean. She gets upset about everything, man. You can't do anything with her. Gosh, where does she get this temper from?
Where the races won.
Irish Fleet didn't have like a temper, so I don't understand. Like in her father, I mean Bolero. I don't think Bolero didn't have a temper. I don't know where she's inheriting that from. We're supposed to finish in second. There's no way we're gonna do that with this horse. I have no idea what she wants. Yeah, we might lose Bolero's gal. That'll be disappointing. But in all honesty, I feel like she very well could be a horse that just doesn't amount to anything. She just kind of turned out to be a, you know? Like, again, it's just like you're kind of racing in the dark with her. We have no idea where she wants to be. You know, she's hard to work with in general. It's disappointing. It's so disappointing. Really wanted to give her a fair chance to see what she could be. But again, if we lose our horses, we can always check on their progress, obviously, based off of whatever trainer has her. Horses we end up losing, they don't usually turn out to do anything once the AI starts racing with them. Like, I think there's maybe one or two horses we've had that actually did win. You know, some grade ones here and there. So... But that's like rare. Most of them, they don't even win grade ones after we end up losing them. Like, for the rest of their career, they may have a couple of like wins, grade twos, grade threes opens, but not hardly any grade ones. So that could be the case with her, but that'd be disappointing even still. But again, every horse in Irish Fleet has worked. Some of them have been really strong, and some of them have been like this. Delta Dream up in the Independence. Beauty values here. Sedate Ruler is, yeah, Sedate Rulers. I wanted to make sure. We still have to be on our toes. I mean, Light Gamble, like it's the best of the dirt horses, but Delta Dream's been on a roll. He's still so strong. I'm not worried. Get this win, secure his GWS. Our boy is a Hall of Famer. It's as simple as that.
The horses are on the track.
I'll be surprised if the game doesn't take Bolero's gal away from me. You know, I admit I hate losing project horses that I never get a chance to see what their potential could be. You know, I hate that I don't get that opportunity if I just can't figure it out, but again, most of the times those horses still don't amount to anything. So it's like, there's just kind of confirmation that if I lose them, it's usually because they're just not good horses for me to run with. And usually their stats aren't great either, so it's like, that's why they don't win. They have weird stats and weird categories. So far, all we know is that her power rating is really good, and everything else is pretty much bad. So yeah. I think Long Live Bolero needs like a butterfly effect type of partner. So that's Rapid Blade, I think. So yeah, Rapid Blade is from yeah, is she also from Long Live Bolero? Am I thinking about that right? I'll have to double check.
They are midway down the
Is Long Live Bolero on Butterfly Effect? Yeah, now that I think about it, if that's the case, then we still would have a daughter connected to the Bolero bloodline. Yeah, we used Long Live Bolero twice, so. Move.
And they're in the home
Oh wow, that actually worked, and I forgot he's tough. Thank goodness, man. Toughness and grit. It's over. Delta Dream is a freaking animal, man. This dude is a warrior. Putting beauty value and today ruler away. That's what he does, man. What a tough dirt horse, dude. Contact, no worries. He brushes it off. And then he really digs in after that, man. That is a horse that can really fight it out in the trenches and just get his head down. This dude is like unbeatable on the dirt. It's insane. It's a good time with Delta Dream. Yeah, like, what other horses will we have to beat to really prove ourselves on the dirt against like the best dirt horses in the game? I feel like he's kind of doing it on a scale. Not sure if he's quite there yet, or there are other dirt horses, stronger ones, you would consider that we still would have to beat. We're moving on to the GWS Turf. And by the way, that dirt race secured his dirt championship, so he is a GWS Hall of Famer. Good stuff for Delta, but anyways, Vivid Eyes still going for the GWS Turf. Deep Wonders here. Vivid Legend is here. And she's expected to finish 9th. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of all or nothing here. If she doesn't finish well, then won't run her again until next year. Kind of surprised I really put her in the turf.
The horses are on the track.
Definitely, I feel like I should have put somebody else in there, but you know, it is what it is. 9th is kind of a weird target to hit. Like, it means we're not supposed to win at all, but I'm also supposed to beat horses. It's kind of a weird spot, because that means the race could really go one way or really good or one way really bad. Like, if we had favoritism, you know, that would obviously show us that, yeah, we are in a good position to still win this race and beat some of these horses. But they're saying, like, yeah, you don't really have a chance to win at all, but, you know, you can still beat some horses. It's kind of degrading, man. Like, either I'd rather us have a good chance or just be a long shot, you know? Just say we'll finish last. Then the pressure's off, and which means we're expected to finish last. Anything better than that will feel like a win. Now, if she gets a revolution, that could make things interesting. I will try. I don't even remember like when these horses' revolutions actually, where they're supposed to be. I'm just trying to get them in rhythm at the right time, and according to how I feel. And then if I just happen to get a revolution, okay, but yeah, I never really think about it. Not usually.
5 furlongs
Like,
to
that was
go.
easier to do when I had fewer horses and I could actually remember specific points. But when I have so many horses, it's just like, I can't just remember, like, where every horse needs to be for their revolution.
Okay, this is where the race
That's
is
too
won.
much going on, man. But yeah, if she gets revolution, it definitely makes things interesting. I need to stop saying that. It's going crazy in my head.
And they're in the home stretch.
This makes things interesting. What did I say? Vivid Eyes with the revolution. She could end up winning this, and this actually could put her ahead in the GWS turf, beating Deep Wonder and other great horses. Wow. Well, that's a good reason for keeping her around. I said it though, didn't I, on the backstretch? I'm like, a revolution could make things interesting. I mean, she's still competitive, man. Another Moon Trapper foal, basically. She sets the record as well. Wow. Vivid Eye sets the record in the Continental Cup and blows it away by 5 lanes. That's pretty darn impressive. It's a perfect race. Revolutions always make things interesting when you're not the favorite. What an awesome win there, and that might have secured her GWS Turf Championship, and I think based off of that effort and setting a record, that would actually be deservingly so. Switching gears here, Kinky Lights up, 3-year-old Colts, going 9 furlongs on the turf in Long Beach, L. Never doing that again. And he's pretty much at his peak. He's strong enough where he needs to be. So, you know, we'll see what he does for breeding purposes.
The horses are on the track.
We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Do, 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 do. La-di-da-da. Courtly Lark. Yeah, that dude turned out to be nothing for breeding. You know,
Are in the gate.
kind of unfortunate.
And they're off.
Okay, good start here for Kinky Light as usual. Move to the inside. All right. Yeah, things should be interesting with Vivid Eyes. We get her that turf title.
They are
She
midway
would have
down
earned
the
really her
backstretch.
spot at being a broodmare for us at some point.
Okay, this is where the
So
race
yeah, we'll
is
see.
won.
Just kind of slow and steady here with Kinky Light. All right.
Show your guts.
Ugh.
2 furlongs to go.
Kind of surprised I'm not getting stuck. Usually when I try to make subtle movements like that, like my controller's so janky and just like I end up missing it. Maybe I'm just more focused, honestly. Driving, 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 get up there in time, get up there in time. I made that tougher than it needed to be, but it's going to be no doubt Kinky Light there at the end. No doubt. Thank goodness. Yeah, that did not have to be that close, realistically. All right, let's go, baby. Good wins, good wins, good wins, good momentum, good progress, all that stuff. That's what we want to see, right? September Sky, she's up in the Neptune Stakes. She's the favorite here, going 9 furlongs on the turf. She should win, I have no doubts. Her stats have been dropping for quite some time, but regardless of that, she's still like really, really good, and she's still winning. Diamond Planet and Awesome Autumn. She worked out very well, thank goodness.
The horses are
She really is the best of both of those horses, so that's why it's working out. All right. Here we go.
in the gate. And they're off. That was a great start.
Make sure our girl understands the message as always. She gets out very well. Really don't have to tell her to do too much. That's also why she succeeds. She's really easy to work with. She knows where she needs to be. She naturally just takes herself there. She gets out from the gate well every time. Usually ahead of the rest of the field, and then you don't really have to do much to keep her in the lead. She just seems to maintain it. Easy money, man. Easy money. On days like this with these type of horses. Just a nice casual stroll here in Long Beach. Have a look at the palm trees. This horse is not happy.
This is where the race is won.
That's kind of funny seeing that from this angle, honestly. Yeah. Why am I laughing? That's pretty much Bolero's gal, right? She's just not happy no matter what I do with her. It's really annoying, actually. She's actually a handful. Like, she doesn't have a good temper, so.
2 furlongs to go.
Revolution again.
Pull away from the pack.
And away we go. With September Sky. This is what I mean. Like, her stats aren't even like that great, but she can still win like this. Sometimes it's just like a big pedigree boost, man. That's what I think.
We have a winner.
Sometimes the game does reward you with these type of horses. It really like gives you a super horse. It says like, take these two parents, make a horse that's stronger than the both of them combined. You know, that's like what it seems to do. Terrible shot there. What? Not the goal. Game really doesn't help you out in that regards. 9th winner. Perfect race. Let's go. Easy money. Easy money, man. Exactly the results we want. All wins except for Bolero Gal's race, obviously. So, good week. Good month, I should say. So, yeah, Little Vixen, she's 10 points clear in the sprint. She'll have this secured with one more race. Vivid Eye is now 12 points ahead of Deep Wonder and Global Song. So, we still have one more race to run. Hopefully, she'll be in the green for that. She was supposed to finish 9th in that race. You guys realize that? Like, the game really wasn't giving her a chance, I think. And 48 points for Delta Dream in the dirt. This dude almost cleared 60, man. He should have the title now. There's September Sky. That's her mid-champ title. Let's go. Well deserved, my queen. Our queen, September Sky. What a gal. From Diamond Plan out of Awesome Autumn. Gosh, do I want to do this now? I suppose I should, because I haven't won it yet, so you guys will get a little bit something different for once. This usually goes horribly because they put us on absolutely garbage horses and expect us to win. It's really insulting, but third favorite here with Humir's Tiger. Okay, at least I can see your stats. Wow, you're really slow out the gate, but you want to be near the front. And you're slow to respond. That's fantastic. Slow pace, not good. This horse is already peaked. Oh my goodness. I mean, at least a decent power rating. 68 and 72 heart. Huh. Humorous tiger, yeah. Very interesting. It does kind of feel like a humorous joke, honestly.
The horses are in the gate.
Make game said make bad horse. You know, it's just like boom, there it is.
And they're off. That
Humorous
was a
tiger.
beautiful start.
Power rating saves some dignity. You want to be near the front, so let's try to get you to the front. Alright, hopefully, see how this goes. I mean, if he's supposed to finish third, we could definitely win this race. That's obviously ideal. I've been doing this to win the races. Otherwise, it's kind of a waste of time, right? It's going to waste of time, eh? You're Miss Tiger, feeling good. Which is good. See how this goes. It's all we can do. Again, actually try to get the win
They are midway down the
for
back
once.
stretch.
Take advantage of the fact that it's actually putting us on a decent horse, supposedly. Not just,
Okay,
you know.
this is where the race is
Well,
on.
this horse itself is not great, but I mean, in regards to the rest of the competition, like, these are pretty bad horses. So it's giving us the least bad of the bad horses, I suppose. That's always a good thing.
Show your guts.
No Revo this time.
And they're in the
Oh,
home
please keep
stretch.
fighting, Humorous Tiger. Come on now. Thought that. You got 74 heart. You should kind of be digging in right now. 68 power rating as well. Dig in. Wow, this is a really tough race of average horses. Finishes third. Couldn't get the win. Could not get the win. And the game is saying I almost ran a perfect race. Imagine that. That just kind of means it was not meant to be. It was clearly not meant to be. But we have some points. We're in third. Pure Angel. Now this is the bad horse. 44 stamina. We're going 9 furlongs. 32 power and 49. She's so bad. Why are these horses even in the game? Like, I know they have to have levels, but it's just like making horses this bad. What was the point?
The horses are in the gate.
Well, I suppose that's pretty accurate, right? Because the average racehorse doesn't win races. Like,
And they're off. That was
the
a
horses that
beautiful
typically win
start.
several and multiple races end up being like the better of the horses. But you know what I mean? Like, these are like really strong horses that can win a lot of races. You know, there can only be one winner. There's a lot of horses not actually winning, so I guess that makes sense. But still, when you have horses with these stats, it's just like, I don't know. That's funny. Yeah. It's like buying horses like these, like this in the beginning of like starting a new save. They're not even worth it, you know? Not really. I suppose you do sometimes have to take the best of what you have available. That last horse, Humorous Tiger, could have been that type of horse. I don't know. That was just an open, like, I'm not sure how long that would work, but regardless. Pure Angel, let's roll, see what you got. No Revo.
And they're in the home stretch.
Just got a good run here. She's supposed to finish 13th, so if I can still finish in the top 3 with her, that'd be pretty incredible. Dude, she's still fighting. She might get up for this win here.
Finish.
She's gonna finish second or third, maybe just third. Yeah. Wow. I wasn't even supposed to get points in that race, and I still managed to get us a decent chunk of points again. Alright. Ran a pretty good race. She was pretty easy. We're actually in the lead. If I can keep finishing in third, I can actually win this. That would be kind of nice. Floating time. Got another bad horse. 34 still. This is a joke. 14 temper. Oh my gosh. This is a horse with a terrible temper and no stamina, man. Just straight dud. Jeez Louise, how is this gonna work? It's so sad. It's so sad.
The horses are in the gate.
It's like, yikes, man. What is going to happen here?
And nowhere to go.
They're running pretty well, though, so maybe I'll continue to have good luck. It's the hope. Obviously. Forgot this horse wants to be at the front. That would kind of help. Sorry. Oh, no. I forgot. Bad temper. Oh, this race is done. This race is done. Yeah. Wasn't really paying attention. That's actually my fault. Just kind of zoned out there, but like...
Okay, this is where the
Yeah.
races won.
These horses want to like run this race really fast. Like the leaders are all trying to go well above the limit. 34 stamina. This is not a race we're doing anything with. We needed to have like good momentum heading into the stretch. We have none. There it is. Game
They're in the
over.
home stretch.
Game over. Start dropping back. Dropping back, and the rest of the field just goes past you. It's just sad times, yeah. With floating wave. We are floating away. Away from the rest of the other horses in the opposite direction. We're going backwards. No points. No points awarded to HRG. Man, that's a sad time, man. That's a pretty sad time, no doubt. Well, last race, so nice today. We're actually the favorite. Wow, they might have just helped us out. Oh, I want to check your stats. Oh, gosh. I meant to press X and somehow, circle, and somehow I pressed X. Brilliant.
The horses are in the gate.
Absolutely brilliant.
And they're off.
Ah, man. Yeah, floating wave wasn't going to get us anywhere. 14 temper, like any minor or slight adjustment you make, that horse is probably going to get upset. And that's pretty much what happened. I said, hey, just kind of want to get to the front a little bit. Most horses will not give you a hard time for trying to send them to the front, as long as you're not doing it too fast. I wasn't even really sending him to the front like fast, and he was still upset, so he was bound to throw a fit no matter what I did in that race, honestly. It is what it is, right?
They are
It
midway down the back
happens.
stretch.
Don't really know where we'll have space here.
Okay, this is where the races won.
Kind of stuck. Where am I gonna go?
Watch out.
Ah, the inside freed up. Gosh, I should have stayed there. Let's go. Horse is wild. Horse is wild.
And they're in the home stretch.
Focus. Oh, can we run them down?
Show your
Oh, this horse might be so good. We can run them down, actually. Oh, wow. even being a little bit upset, Nice today can still pull away, and I may have just won the World Super Jockey Series with that. Imagine that. Imagine that, man. We actually can win. Thank goodness. Be kind of embarrassing not to, I admit. Contact does nothing. Easy win. There it is. We win. Then we get a trophy. Ooh la la. Yeah, yeah. There it is. Nice today. Helps us win that. World Super Jockey Series ends. We're the winner. Here's a trophy. Here's a stupid dance. Yeah, we won. Like, okay. We get it. Sure. Takes so long to get to the end of the year, I swear. You're still winning grade 1, so I just kind of want to keep you on grade 1s if I can. Saint Stakes, she won, has she won a GWS yet? She did, okay, good. Just making sure. Could you still run a Longchamp? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Should I still try maybe a sprint with her? See what's available. Can't wait too long, actually, so we're gonna have to put her in something. Don't really want her being irate because she hasn't raced. That's not ideal. There's really no grade 1s for me to put her in, though. I could always do a tune-up, a grade 2, but she'll carry an M-post. Don't want to do that to her. Let's just find a low-key grade 3. There we go. 123. She should still be able to handle that. I'm not worried, actually. Just until we can get a better race for her. Soy Conquistador, you finished 8th last time around. Wasn't ideal. Doesn't feel like she has 7 grade 1 wins. I don't know why. I feel like I say that every time with her, but it really doesn't feel like she's won over half a dozen. Can't really explain it. 154 in post, that's insane. 120. Yeah, she needs a grade 3 tune up until she can get in a grade 1. Well, Vivid Eyes, you still may have to run one more time. Just to make sure she is secure. Okay, she will be okay. Thank goodness. I mean, her toughness rating isn't great, so it's good that she can still run pretty often. You know, you don't have to wait too long until she's set to go. I don't mind racing Delta. Well, actually, is there no. We can race him in Kyoto. He still doesn't have a dirt champ title yet, but he should be close. We don't have to run them in any more GWF dirt races. Not like there are any. That was the last one, I think. Anyways. Kinky Light. They're doing quite well, Sah. 9 of 13. Give you some time off as well. I'm really just trying to push things as far into next year as possible, just so we don't have to like drag through the beginning of the season, because it really is boring in those first 3 and 4 months. There's not a lot of high-priced, high-staked races, so you're just kind of in the scraps. Yeah, it's kind of redundant. Eastern Knife. You're just running opens right now, 10 to 16, so I will race you in the longest, well gosh, can't wait that long. So the longest grade 3, 9 is all he can do, that's fine. A lot of racing in February. We'll be prepared. So that'll do it. This episode, appreciate you guys for love and support on the channel. As always, we'll continue to roll on here in 2004. Expect more episodes here very soon. Until next time, Horse Racing Gamer signing out. What a great, fantastic day. I'll see you all later, and goodbye.